Greetings. How's everyone doing? My name is Kevin Dorival, as you already know. I'm the author, mentor, and all that good stuff, and soon to be political historian. I love history. As a matter of fact, today's topic is going to be about Juneteenth. Which started in June 19th, 1965, or 1865 rather, in Texas. When the slaves found out they were free. Now, the funny thing is, they didn't know they was free for 2 years. Abraham Lincoln had signed the Emancipation Proclamation since January 1st, 1863, but for 2 years, the slave owners and the government in Texas, which was run by the Confederate Army, which is represented the South and the whole institution of slavery, we were free for 2 years, all that time, and they didn't even know. But when they found out, they broke out in a huge celebration. But here's a surprise. There's a couple of things you guys probably never even knew. One, the Emancipation Proclamation did not free the slaves. It did not free the African Americans. What it did was allow us to help fight for our own freedom. The 200,000 African Americans, the free soldiers, free men had fought as soldiers for the Union, which represented the side that Abraham Lincoln was on, the president at the time of the United States. He knew that slavery was going to keep the United States from growing, from expanding. The whole thought of slavery and enslaving people was immoral. It was foul on many levels, and he knew that. But you go back 61 years prior to the, Juneteenth, which is a combination of June 18th and June 19th. In Haiti, 1804, we was already free. Haiti, which is the flag that I'm wearing on my head right now, was the first independent successful slave rebellion in the world that resulted in the creation of their own state. The first one, first in world history, led by Toussaint Louverture and his top general, Mr. Jean-Jacques Dessalines, who's actually the one who finally claimed independence. Toussaint led the war for 10 years against the French. And what a lot of people didn't even know is the fact that United States, Thomas Jefferson, which was the third president, and the first president, George Washington, both supported the French by supplying them with guns and weapons in order to keep the slaves, slave business going. This was the backbone of the United States. This was the backbone of many countries. As a matter of fact, slavery in the French colony in Haiti was the bread and butter of the whole system in France. 1/3 of the whole economy came from the sweat, blood, and tears, and deaths and torture of about 1 million slaves in, one colony. As a matter of fact, they were so cruel to the Africans in Haiti, which was then called Saint Domingue before they claimed independence, to call it Haiti, which means Haiti, the land of mountains. They were so cruel that the United States and the rest of the world took the French's, methods of punishment. They used that. That was their guideline to how to, treat their slaves. And it was horrible. I mean, the atrocities that the Africans went through in Saint Domingue was so atrocious that the French king himself, King Louis, he had to write something called a black code, Code Noir, to give the slave owners, the French slave owners, a guideline on how to treat the slaves and how not to treat them so cruel. I mean, we can go on and on about the punishment, but the main topic of today was about Juneteenth, and I'm glad here, June 19, 2013, speaking the truth, the history of our African people, and I'm glad to be part of it. As a matter of fact, today's going to be the first time in my life that I'm going to be part of a outdoor event, speaking as an outdoor keynote speaker at the Apollo Park, which is Northwest Branch Library here in Palm Beach, Florida. And then I have another event in Fort Lauderdale, which is the first annual Authors and Poets Networking Affair. Go to my website, which you can see the link down here. And I hope to see you guys there. God bless you and see you soon. Bye-bye.